Hello guys, Kem Cho? This is Hemant Rathod and welcome to Learning Guide, a guide to success. This question is a part of the course Selenium Java Interview Guide, and this course is available on website learning-guide.com. Now we'll move to our question. Can you explain the structure of your framework, or what are the different components available on your framework? Now guys, this question is very important and you have to explain it in such a manner that it is understood by the interviewer. Okay, some of the candidates are never able to explain this properly, so you have to explain it properly. Now I will show you how to explain it. Okay, now divide your framework into different parts. Okay, now I will show you. This is my project. Okay, BDD project, and my framework will be divided into 4 different parts, and those are src main Java, src main resources, src test Java, and src test resources. The first location is src main Java. Now in this part, this is the first part, right? So in this part we are going to store all the code related things. Okay, all the code related files will be stored here in src main Java. Okay, next is src main resources. Here we are going to store our configuration file. Here we have stored our test related file. All the test related file will be stored in src test Java, and all the test data will be stored under src test resources. So we have divided our framework into 4 different parts. Okay, so we'll come to our solution, and in this solution we have divide your framework into different parts. So I have shown you how to divide the framework into different parts. So we have BDD framework. First you have to say that we have BDD framework, what kind of framework you have. Okay, when you start your answer, you have to explain what is the framework type, what type of framework you have. Okay, so we have BDD framework in our current project. And second part, what approach you are following. So in this we are following page object model approach. Okay, so you can say, if you are having a data driven framework, that we are having currently working on data driven framework and we are using page object model as approach. Okay, so like that, like this you can explain. Second part, in our framework there are 4 parts. In the first part, all the logical code related files are stored. In the second part, our configuration files are stored. In the third part, all the test scripts are stored. And in the fourth part, our test data is stored. Okay, now I will elaborate each part one by one. Part 1, in this part we are going to store all the code related files, right? So all these files are stored under src main Java. This is the location where our packages will be stored. So here we are going to create some packages. So packages are named as pages methods, pages UI, project base, project driver, and project utilities. Now each package have its own functionality. Pages method will store all the methods inside it. Okay, so it will contain all the methods class wise. Means if you know the page object model, okay, if you know what is page object model, what page object model says, you have to create page wise classes. Okay, so page wise classes we are going to create, and each class, and in each class, page wise class, we are going to add methods that belonging to that particular page. Understood? So in this particular pages method we will be having page wise classes, and in that each class we will be having all the methods that are belonging to that particular page. Okay, same way we will be having pages UI, and here we are going to store all the UI based elements, all the locators. we are going to store all the locators here. Okay, then we are going in project base, we are going to create a base class. Okay, now this base class will be responsible for communicating with property file. Okay, we are going to communicate, this particular base class is going to communicate with properties file. It is responsible to launch the browser, to close the browser, to launch the URL. Okay, all these things are the property of a base class. Okay, next is project driver. In this particular package, we are going to store all the driver.exe file. Like for example, we are having chrome driver.exe file, we are having gecko driver.exe file, IE driver server.exe file. All these exe file will be stored here. I will show you. So as I told you, pages methods, so I have stored two pages here, books methods and registration method. Books is the page name and registration is also the page name. So I have created page wise class names, and in each class it will contain all the methods belonging to that particular page. Same way, pages UI, all books and registration, so all the UI elements that are available on the books page will be there in this particular class, and all the UI element that belonging to the registration page will be available in this particular class. Okay, here we will be having a base class which is responsible to communicate with properties file, right? And it is also responsible for what? For closing and opening the browser and also launching the URL. Okay, now the fourth part, project driver, it will contain all the driver.exe files. See, chrome driver.exe, gecko driver.exe, IE driver server.exe, all the exe files are stored here. If you have some more, you can add here. Okay, then we are having project utilities. Now it contains two types of it contains some files which are utility files. Now these all constants, in this file we are going to store, we have stored, not, don't say we are going to store, in this file we have stored all the constants like path, okay, file names, okay, all the constants are stored in this. Okay, I will show you. So you can see path is there, property file path. Okay, all the file paths are there, and you can also store the file names here. Okay, so like this we are having all the constant mentioned in this particular file. Again, then we have Excel utilities. Now this particular utility file is responsible for reading and writing data into a Excel sheet. Okay, so we will read data from Excel sheet, we will perform some action on it, and we will write some data on Excel sheet. This is the main purpose of this Excel utility class. Like this we can have some more utility class like add screenshot. Okay, add screenshot when the script is getting failed. Okay, like this we can create some utility class and add in this particular project utilities. Okay, so this, with this, the first part gets over. Okay, we come to the second part. Second part is we are storing the configuration file in src main resources. Okay, in src main resource we are having a configuration file. Now in our configuration file, what we are storing, we are storing all the configuration like browser name, Firefox, URL is there. Okay, you can store username, password, like this. It is up to you how many configurations you want to add in this particular file. It is up to you and organization. Okay, then the third file is src test java, and again we are having three different packages in this file. First package is my features. Here all the feature files will be stored. Okay, these all are the feature files. Then corresponding to this feature file, there should be a step definition file which should be available in the same location. So on the same location we are having step definition file. You can see this, all the corresponding file to this particular feature files are available in step definition file. And third is a runner. Okay, all these my features, project step, these are packages guys, and these are the files. Okay, so in this package we are having all the feature files. In this particular package we are having all the step definition files, and in this particular package we are having a runner file which is responsible to execute this any script. Okay, whatever script you want to execute, you can create a file in this and you can execute the script, and this will be responsible to execute the script. So in this file, what we store, normally we store the location from where we have to pick up the feature file and step definition file. All the locations are stored here, and which file we want to execute, we have to provide a tags over there. Okay, it is up to you, have to provide you want to provide tag or not. If you provide a tag, it will be execute according to the tags. If you don't provide the tag, it will execute according to the feature file which is provided to it. Okay, and finally the last part is src test resource. In this we are going to we have stored our external data. Okay, like this you can see xlsx, this is the external data. So these are the data files we have stored in src test resources. Like this we have a proper structure in our framework. This is our bdd framework, and this kind of structure we have in our framework. Okay, so guys, you can change the structure if you want. Okay, you can use your own structure. Okay, so use your own idea, use your own structure to answer this question. Okay, so you have to create your own structure. You be creative while answering this question. Okay, so and it should be very easily understandable. This answer should be very easily understandable. Okay, so you have to create it in such a way, you have to explain it in such a way that it is understood by the interviewer. Okay, so if you start like this, that we have bdd framework in our current project and we are using page object model approach in our framework. Now the interviewer is clear that you are using bdd framework, like so it will be having all the feature files, step definition file, runner file, and as you said the page object model, he have an idea that all the files will be according to the page. Okay, so next part you have to say that in our framework there are 4 parts. In the first part, all the code related files are stored. In the second part, configuration file is stored. Third part, scripts are stored, test scripts are stored, sorry. And in the fourth part, all our test data is stored. This is very simple. Okay, now you have to explain the first part. These 3 parts are very simple, guys. This is the first part that you have to explain in detail. In the first part, which is src main java, we are having n number of packages. It is up to you how many packages you want to explain. So we are having 5 different packages. Each package is having its own functionality: page method, page ui, project base, project driver, project utilities. Now these are the 5 different packages, and in these particular packages we are having different files stored in it. Okay, then second, src main resource, here the configuration file is stored. Src test java, here all the test related files is stored. Here we have 3 different packages. One is for feature file, one is for step definition file, and one is for runner file. Very simple, guys. And fourth one, src test resource, where my test data is stored. Okay, and here we have pages data. Inside it we are having test data in xlsx or in json or in xml or whatever file, csv. Okay, so whatever the file extension you have, you can store those files over here to read and write operation, for read and write operations. Okay, so this is how you can explain this particular answer. So I hope you understood, guys. If you have any question, you can add in comments. Okay, so I have provided provision to add comments over here. Okay, I will just add a provision for adding comment over here, so you can add your comments here. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in these comments. Okay, I will definitely return to you guys. Thank you.